Hey guys, so today we're going to be learning the knit stitch and the purl stitch. I did this with crochet where I taught you all the basic stitches, so now I'm going to be teaching you the basic knitting stitches. So I casted on about 15 stitches. I have my yarn and my needles, and now I'm going to place my needle behind through the stitch, just behind, wrap my yarn, pull it through, bringing up a loop, and then I will be carefully taking off the needle. And I just repeat that. So, insert the stitch, pull up a loop, and take it off the needle. So as you can see, I have a kind of a motion that I'm using, and I get a sense of rhythm, so that makes it a lot easier. And you'll get one too, don't worry. It will take a little bit of time getting used to, but you will get it, I promise. And right about now, we're coming to the end, and I just work it out. And now I'm going to slow it down for you. So we insert our needle that is in our right hand into the stitch, going behind the stitch, just like that, and then we're going to wrap our yarn around the needle that we inserted, and we're going to pull it through, bringing up that loop, which is what we wrapped around the needle, and then we're just going to carefully take it off the needle and repeat. And that is a knit stitch. Very simple, and I hope that the slow-mo version will help you out. But feel free to pause and rewind. And this is what it will look like if you keep knitting. Now let's move on to purling. So purl is basically, well, it's like backwards version. I don't know if that makes sense, but we will do it. Once you've mastered the knit stitch, I suggest working on the purl stitch, because there are many patterns where you will actually be using them tandem. So we have our yarn, we have our needle. I'm just straightening that out because it'll make it easier for you guys to see. And here we go. So unlike the knit stitch, I'm actually going to be placing my working needle in front of the yarn, wrapping the yarn around the needle and pulling up a loop, just like we did with the knit one, but instead of being behind, it's in front. So yes, as you can see, we are still pulling up loops, and everything else is basically the same motions, it's just in front. So instead of the X being behind our needles, the X is going to be in front of our needles, and that is a purl stitch. Now, in front, wrap my yarn, and when you start off, you want to have your yarn in front for a purl, whereas when you're knitting, you want your yarn to be behind the work. Alright, and we just keep going until we're close to the end. We're almost there, and once again, I will slow this down for you and talk you through it again. Yay! Some people will find that purling is slower. Once again, you just need a rhythm. So we're going to insert our needle in front of the work, wrap the yarn around, carefully taking that yarn that we wrapped around, pulling it through the loop, that the stitch actually that was on the needle, and now we're just going to carefully take it off the needle and transfer it to the working needle. And we're just going to repeat that for you. sorry that the slow-mo kind of looks funky. But yes, make sure when you start purling that you keep your yarn, the working yarn, in front of the work, and when you're knitting you want to keep the yarn behind your work. So that will make it easier. That's how it should be taught. And yeah, so all in all, pretty simple, and these are your basic knitting stitches. Whoa, blooper. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!